we finally have an 11.1 PTR. And I thought I'd do a quick little video because I have done a little bit of poking about already. And there are a few things in particular that I wanted to check out on the PTR from a profession perspective. From a recipe perspective, nothing has changed since the last video. So nothing new has been put in. We just have this very limited supply of recipes. But once again, it's the first build. This could change yet. But like I said in the last video, it's looking most promising probably for inscription more than anything else at the moment. Profession respec, we know 100% it's coming. We also know that it's a once per profession sort of thing. I didn't even actually pick up on this. I saw that profession respec was definitely coming, but I didn't notice until Matthews pointed out on his stream the other day that it is a once per profession respec. Now, as of yet, I've not found anything on the PTR, but to be honest, it's not something that I don't feel like that important, because I feel that by the time that this actually releases, that everyone will be sort of BIS crafters anyway. I mean, most people already are at this point, but if not, you've got basically another 2 months almost to get there. So if you do want to be BIS by the time you get there, then the profession respecs are not going to be the thing that makes a difference. Now, out of the 3 things I wanted to check out, there was those 2, and the third one was the one that I 100% felt was the most important out of anything, and that was the profession stat changes. So we had an announcement a while ago that resourcefulness might be getting buffed and multicraft might be getting nerfed, especially within inscription and tailoring. And this is absolutely huge. It doesn't get talked about a lot in the gold making community, but this is an absolutely huge change. Now, this is the one that's going to have a big effect on professions going into Season 2. It's not just how it affects professions as well, but there is a huge investment potential here as well. When you know there's going to be a permanent change to the crafting cost of something, then there is more investment potential there than you'd normally expect, sort of going into a season change. Now, profession respec, it's going to be absolutely huge in Midnight, but at the moment, like I said, it's not really going to affect anything because of how everyone is set up at the moment. So this was the thing I mostly wanted to concentrate on. So whilst everyone was in Undermined, driving around in new cars and all that stuff, I was in the city and I was crafting on loads of different characters to see what sort of numbers that I could get from this, basically. So I crafted mostly on tailors and inscription characters, because those were the ones that were supposed to be getting the big nerfs to the multicraft. So if there were changes, then that is where it was going to be most obvious. Now, what I found that on the current build, on the PTR, that things are almost exactly the same as they are on like sort of current retail. So nothing has changed with the crafting stats in the current PTR build that we have for 11.1. Now, these changes weren't announced as a super guaranteed. And on top of that, we are still sort of super early in the PTR schedule. So we don't actually know really where we stand. But what I'd say at the moment is it's looking sort of like reasonably promising that we're not going to get these changes, which is ideal because it seemed a bit weird to be changing stuff like this middle of expansion. Sort of the markets are already established, and it's not like the tailoring and inscription markets, the stuff that you multicraft with is like really causing problems or anything like that. It's not like the sort of situation we have with like tinderboxes where they got ridiculously expensive and causing massive problems. The problems with the multicrafting and stuff with the tailoring and inscription is not really causing any problems in the economy. So I don't really see why there was this push to sort of change all this anyway. I understand how they want to bring the crafting stats closer together, but why do that mid-expansion? Just do it going into next expansion. It's not really a problem, is it? So hopefully all the crafting stats are just going to stay how they are. But I will keep testing this. If I find that there is any changes, I will let you know. Because the thing is, if you are a crafter going into Season 2 and these changes happen, you can lose or make a huge amount of gold from this when the switchover occurs if you do know or you don't know what's going on. So I will keep you guys informed. And like I said, if these changes are put in, I will let you know as soon as possible. Now, last thing, guys, the gold making community Discord If you are interested in that, lots of gold making discussion, that sort of stuff going on there. You can find the link for that in the comments below. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.